Okay, so this is an update on my Ficus Benjamina plant. I've done another video recently where I pruned it, root pruning, and pruned back the stems heavily. So I think it's been about a month or so, maybe a month and a half since I pruned it back hard. As you can see, it's got plenty of new growth. It's doing pretty well. It is unfortunately quite leggy, the growth. You can see here, that's where it's grown from, down the bottom there. And it's right up there, so it's a good 15 centimeters. Another one here, all over. It's got lots of nice new leaves. You can tell the new ones because they're lighter colour and they're not as big yet. And it's branching a lot as well, which is good. This is what I wanted. Like you can see this one here, it's already got a side branch coming off that new growth. But at the same time, there are some very long ones. So what I might do is pinch them back, encourage a bit more branching. And I think the reason it's brought such long shoots is probably because it's got so much energy after being cut back hard. I obviously didn't take enough of the roots off to slow its energy sources down, because obviously it had a lot of stored energy and it's shot up. So next time I might have to reduce that. I thought it could be a light issue, but it can't be because I've got it on a south-facing window. It gets a lot of direct sun and it's never got leggy before, so I think that's the main problem. That or there's too much nitrogen in the compost, because it is Miracle-Gro I've got. This is Miracle-Gro multi-purpose, is very high in nitrogen, so that could be another issue that's fueling this. But otherwise it's been a success. I mean, I certainly haven't killed it. It's had moderate root growth, not a huge amount of growing, but the top half's doing very nicely. As you can see, good growth. I'm hoping these will thicken up and I'll cut them back again and hopefully make it a bit more like a bonsai. But at the moment it's doing quite well. So an update on the cuttings. I took about 30-40 cuttings. This is one of them that I did a bit earlier than that last video. At the last video I put them all into just 2 containers, so they didn't have enough space or water, so only about 20 have survived, maybe 15, but you would have had a lot. I would have had a lot more if I had given them more space for each cutting. But this is an example of what they'll look like. This one's ready to be potted up. Actually, you can see there it's got a fantastic root growth already. It's looking really nice. And the first thing that happens when you take a cutting, that's just the dead bit, I'll take that off so you can see it clearer. First thing that happens when you take a Ficus cutting is you get these strange little white growths on the side, just here. It looks like roots are about to appear, but what I think that probably is possibly the little holes on the side of the branch where they get their oxygen from. I think they're basically callousing over so it can create an air bubble and exchange the oxygen underwater so it doesn't drown the plant. But not long after they appear you get a few shoots coming out the bottom, and then it just goes crazy and you get a lot of good roots. As you can see, that's really nice and fibrous, lots of little tiny roots. So that's looking good. So I'll pop that onto a pot and that should grow away quite happily. So it's been quite a success with this. And I'll try it again. Maybe I'll probably have a few of these cuttings planted up, see how they do. And I might do another video about this being pruned to get it in a nicer shape. But for now I'm just going to let it grow for a little bit more.